Welcome to Divine Duality Tarot. My name is TJ. Today's video is for you, Leo. What I'm going to do for you is just a general relationship reading for week 49. That is the first full week in December, the second week of December. That was way more confusing than it needed to be. But anyway, I'm going to do a simple spread. We'll kind of give you a insight as to what's actually going to go on with our Leo for week 49. So we're just going to do a basic, what is Leo going to have to deal with? Please check out our Destiny and I's video for the whole month of December. It's kind of nice hearing both sides of it so you can get a well-rounded view of what's going on that month for Leo. So that said, off to a wonderful start here. All right, I do have a second deck here in case we need to clarify, and I think there is definitely some clarification needed here. So, just what came out is the the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is defensiveness, setting up boundaries. It's a guy with a wand holding off people. He looks pretty angry in the card, but either way, it is definitely a defensive, withdrawn position. And then you have the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is romance, kind of flirty romance, like the beginning, the hot and bothered phase. It can also mean, it can also be the sign of pregnancy, because the cups are emotions, and there's a fish in the cup, and the fish can represent new life, new emotion, and normally that new emotion comes in the form of a baby. So keep that messaging in mind. And then you have the King of Wands. A lot of wands here. The King of Wands is power, authority, loyalty, a lot of that. So what I'm seeing here on face value is defensive over something new into life, and the other party is definitely more geared toward them at this moment, is more than likely going to be very aggressive as to why there's defensiveness. But I'm going to go ahead and clarify that Page of Cups. Sometimes the Page of Cups is clear, straightforward. This time, kind of just chilling out there for no reason. I shouldn't say no reason, but a reason I don't know yet. So, You got the Devil. The Devil is, man. So the Devil is definitely the sign of, it can be a lost or unhealthy relationship. It can have a lot to do with control, which is, lines up with your King of Wands, which is about authority. It can also mean an addiction. Now, when you have a new emotion coming into it with addiction, that could mean some very, very interesting stuff. But let me get the other two out of the way, and we'll see what the Page of Cups is really representing. You have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is stability and understanding. And then you have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is moving on to calmer water. So go ahead and get this part out of the way. There's going to be a lot of withholding in week 49. There's going to be a lot of defensiveness, probably not a lot of communication, which is definitely not a good thing. Communication is key in a relationship. But what it's over, I think there is, like what I'm seeing here, my thought process is there is another entity included in this. I'm thinking somebody is doing something behind your back. What we have is a new emotion, and then we have addiction. This may not necessarily mean another romance. It may be more of a fling, and it's throwing off the stability of this relationship. There's definitely a third party involved in this. It could be drugs too, but I really don't think that it doesn't quite fit with this. I mean, it can, because new emotions caused by euphoria, and usually the thing that brings euphoria is drugs, and that drugs or alcohol. Maybe this individual is starting to get into ways to get away from the situation. So either they're seeing somebody else, or they're drowning their sorrows in some kind of substance. Whatever your partner's going through, this is definitely geared toward Leo, not of Leo. The defensiveness is from the other individual as well. Man, I don't like where that's going. I really don't. And this person, it's like whole thing is really screaming that week 49, this person is going to be influenced by something drastic, and it's going to completely upset their balance. And this moving on to calmer water is kind of, on face value, seems out of place with the other messaging. But this is their mentality. This is their thought process, that doing this very bad behavior is going to bring them to a calmer state. It's kind of like when you drink alcohol, your sorrow is gone, even though it's temporary, even though it's temporary. In that moment when they are relieved of their current situation, be it with another partner, I hope that's not the case, but be it with another partner, be it with a very strong distraction, this person thinks that they are going to get the full benefit of that. They think this is the way out. This is what's going to make things better. And this King of Wands, power, authority, it could mean loyalty, but in this case, this person's lying too. They're being defensive, they're doing something behind your back, and they're lying and using their authority. More than likely, it is a head of household situation where the person that's bringing home the bacon is probably the one considering doing these things. Their mentality may be due to stress, but don't think for a minute that stress is an excuse to go behind your back. But week 49, there is definitely something high-end bad. I mean, there's just no way around it. Leo, you got an uphill battle for there. Be on the lookout for that defensiveness. Speaking of being on the lookout for something, I'm going to ask another question here. What is something that Leo can really look for? What is a sign that they can look for to really let them know if there's another partner involved? I'm really curious about that other partner. Man. More or less, I'm clarifying the devil, but I want to see what the whole thing really is. Okay. Oh, man. I love giving good news. I hate giving bad news. The thing you need to look out for. So the Page of Pentacles is manifestation. Somebody is making something happen. More than likely, what I'm thinking here is they are making you through, more than likely, could be gaslighting, could be more than likely telling you it's not something, it's definitely not something, but it is something. They are manifesting this situation in its entirety. And then you have the Page of Wands, which flows right into it, impulsiveness. It is impulse. They are doing things on a whim. And then you have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is more or less the clarification I needed on that. This is a card that is not so much a card. This is a message of seeking truth, of quick flow. This person is moving really fast to cover up what they're doing. More often than not, if people are drinking, if people are smoking or whatever, there's a lot of easy signs. There's a lot of easy things you can see. But this person is really trying hard to keep this from you. And it is impulsive. And one thing that is impulsive more than anything else is our human nature to get out there and do stuff with whoever we can. Yeah, this person is doing something naughty behind your back. Leo, you have an uphill battle from here. Now, keep this in mind. I think this has already happened, and the cup with the fish kind of makes me think that the process of procreation, cheating, has occurred, because the whole point of procreation, I know people do it for pleasure, but the whole actual point of it is to procreate. We're talking an act here. We're talking an act that is physical, that is addictive, definitely has to do with emotion. Shit, man. If it hasn't happened, you have a chance to head it off at the pass. If they're defensive, attack it aggressively, find out what's going on. If they're trying to exert some kind of power or authority, man, shush that shit. Shut it down. You're the Leo. You have the moral high ground to do something about this. So, sorry about the... Man, I hate the meaning here. But going into week 49, at least you're not going to be blindsided. So with that, please leave a comment below. Let me know if this resonates with your situation. And please like and subscribe to our channel. That way you can get updated on when the next video comes out. And once again, watch our encompassing video for Leo for December. And with all that said, I will see you in week 50. Leo.